Sunlamp's light radius has changed in 1.5. The light radius shown on Sunlamps appears unchanged. The actual light radius is not the same. Light that can grow plant reaches these additional cells in patch 1.5. Make a sun lamp and turn it on. Roof over the area so there isn't any natural daylight ruining your experiment. Hold the Alt key to inspect tiles. Check out the nearby cells and see which cells receive 100% light and which receive only 50% light. 100% light can grow crops. 50% light level does not grow crops. These cells all receive 100% light despite not being in the displayed sun lamp radius. Here is a super simple greenhouse following the sun lamp's suggested light radius. Select the grow zone and we can see it is size 101. Subtract out the sun lamp and we have 100 cells of corn. Here is a potential 1.5 greenhouse taking advantage of the actual light radius of the sun lamp. This grow zone supports 120 cells of corn. That's 20% more food with the same sun lamp. Here are the two standard patch 1.4 hydroponics setups. Both have 4 cells that receive light but don't have a hydroponic basin. 24 total hydroponic basins around each sun lamp, so these have 96 total plant growing cells. Here's my suggested new 1.5 hydroponic basin setup. There are 30 functioning hydroponic basins worth of crops compared to the previous 24. That's a 25% increase in production over the 1.4 hydroponic basin setup. However, there are 8 dead cells, or 2 basins worth of dead cells. These 8 cells have a hydroponic basin in them, but don't receive sufficient light to grow crops. As of making this guide, this seems to be the go-to design for patch 1.5. I have asked smarter people than me to try and figure out better hydroponic basin designs. They looked into mathematical concepts like rectangle packing. I suggested they try to make designs that had no dead cells, or some dead cells, or other possible assumptions. There did not seem to be a patch 1.5 design that had no dead cells, but significantly more production than the 1.4 designs. The 8 dead cells don't have too much of an impact. Plants die after 7 days without light, so the crops in these 8 dead cells would only be futilely replanted about every 7 days. For comparison, rice grows in 2 days in a hydroponics basin. Planters are already planting and harvesting rice very frequently, and the once every 7-day dead cells won't be particularly noticeable. To me, planting 8 dead cells every 7 days is a very reasonable trade for 25% more total production. 6 entire basins extra are being grown per sun lamp. Optionally, you could do something like zone your planters away from the 8 dead cells. Inevitably, rice or other harvested crops will land in those 8 zoned away cells. Then your planters won't haul them away and someone else will be needed to do so. It also might be too tedious to zone some people away and others into those 8 cells, so the planters don't plant but the haulers can still haul. I am very interested in other potential hydroponic basin layouts in patch 1.5. Smarter people than me couldn't come up with a better design than the one with the 8 dead cells like shown here. Please share your new updated 1.5 hydroponics designs. The main things to remember is, here's a sun lamp. Here's the radius that the sun lamp shows. Here's the actual light radius. Use the Alt key and confirm this for yourself. You can grow more crops around the sun lamp than the sun lamp itself tells you that you can. I'm Mortal Smurf. I play RimWorld. Thanks for watching.